Guys, my name is Allie Jones and Happy New Year 14 days in. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my interpretation of what soft glam makeup is. I did a very soft type of cut crease with all matte eyeshadows, a matte lip, beautiful glowy skin. And yeah, I think I look really pretty. I would definitely wear this to work, running errands, a date. I just think my skin looks really pretty. My face just looks like princessy. You know what I mean? Like really, you know? Before I get into the video, I do want to say that finishing off last year, not even just last year, all of last year, I know I was very inconsistent with my channel here, but going on into the new year, 14 days later, I do want to post on my channel weekly, whether that's 1 time a week, 2 times a week. I'm not going to say specifically what number, just because I don't want to let anyone down. But for starters, I know for a fact I'm going to post once a week. Hopefully twice, fingers crossed. So we are starting here, 18 days into the new year. I'm very excited for what this year has to bring. One thing that I want to do here early into the new year is that I want to do a kind of mood board. I've seen a few of these videos and I actually wanted to do one last year, but didn't have time to. So I asked Eli if he would like to do that with me, and I think we might record that sometime next week. So mood board, vision board, just something like that, speaking everything into existence this year. We finished off last year getting married, and this year I'm very excited for what God has for Eli and I. We want to start a family, hopefully. We want to eventually buy a home and settle down. So yeah, I'm just excited. I do want to do a lot more vlogs. So my channel will be kind of a lifestyle slash vlog family type of channel. And it's just something that I've been wanting to do for a while. But yeah, don't forget to leave your video suggestions down below. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, the lighting is not all that great in this video. The sun is going in and out of the clouds, and I try to record with some natural lighting and not so natural lighting. So I didn't want to use a lot of artificial lighting, but it is what it is. I'm first going to start off by priming my skin. I have been using samples of the Farsali primer. It's the one that comes in like that bluish turquoise bottle. I haven't bought makeup in a while, so I'm still trying not to buy makeup, and I've just been sticking to samples of this primer. So I really like it, which is why I continue to use it constantly. It's one that I have used started using it back at the beginning of August. And it was actually one that I was going to use for my wedding, but I ended up not using it because I fell in love with the YSL one, unfortunately, because that one is expensive. But we are here. And my lips, I did put on some Too Faced Extreme lip injection gloss, which is why my lips look like they're botched when in reality they're not. So we're here. I do like to start applying that at the center of my face, starting with my nose and then sweeping it outwards onto my cheeks, my chin, and then also on my forehead as well. This is typically, when it comes to my skin routine in this video, it is what I do on a day-to-day basis. I always want my skin to look smooth and even, and really pretty and fresh. So this kind of soft glam base is what I do on a day-to-day basis. Other than that, my eyes changed almost every single day. I don't wear lashes every day. I don't wear eyeshadow every day. It just depends on my mood and if I actually want to take the time that morning. My lips literally look like I went and got them injected, and they are so red all around. Now that our skin is primed for foundation, I have been mixing the NARS, what is this? The NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in the shade Valencia, along with the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Foundation in Sunbathe. So I have been mixing these two. I recently used this combination on my mom and she really liked it as well. It is definitely my go-to. It gives you the right amount of coverage without you looking too cakey. To blend in my foundation, I use a damp beauty blender. Never use a beauty blender dry. You're not going to get the same effect. I first start off on my nose and then work my way outwards. My skin is kind of going through it right now because I'm on my period. I notice every time I record I'm on my period. I'm on my 3rd day and my skin just has been kind of out of whack. I also have been on a new diet, and that also has been a factor on why my skin looks nuts right now. But we are pushing through, people. Next up in my complexion routine is definitely using a skin corrector. This is the Maybelline Master Camo. What is this exactly? Master Camo Color Correcting Pen in Apricot. Because I do have dark circles, I like to first apply that on my inner eye duct area and then kind of fan that outwards. A lot of the darkness on my eyes, it's mainly on that inner corner there. And then I just like to disperse the product, fanning outwards. And then on top of that, I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer in medium. And I'm going to apply that in an upside down triangle. And then I'm also going to apply this on the center of my forehead to highlight, and then down the bridge of my nose as well. This is one of my oldies but a goodies. This is the Smashbox Studio Skin Shaping Foundation. I'm not going to use the foundation side, I'm going to use the contouring side. I'm going to take that directly on to my beauty blender, and I am just gonna swipe it a few times there. And then I'm going to take that side with the product and I'm just going to kind of roll it on and press it in at the same time. And the amount that I put on, it's enough to do both my cheeks and a little bit around my forehead as well. I've been recently doing my contour like this because it gives it a more natural look versus if you put it on directly onto your face directly. It can sometimes look a little harsh. Now I'm gonna go in and blend out the middle of my forehead first. I like to leave my concealer on my face just sitting there because it kind of not soaks into the skin, but it kind of stamps onto where you leave it, and it gives you a more brightened effect when you go in and blend it out. And then what I like to do with the concealer that's on the sponge, I just like to go in and blend some out onto my eyelids to not only prep them, but to kind of conceal my dark lids. Next, to set my under eyes, I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in light medium. I just like to put some of that in the cap here, and I'm gonna go ahead blend out my under eyes first. And then going to pat that under my eyes. And then the same thing, pat that on my forehead and my chin and the sides of my mouth. The sides of my mouth, because I do smile and I'm very expressive. I try to set like around my entire mouth because I do get smile lines and cracking around there, so I try to set that as well. To set the rest of my face, I like to go in with a powder foundation, not just with a regular translucent powder or just any powder. I try to use a powder foundation just because it does provide a little bit more coverage and it makes your makeup look a little bit more one with the skin because it is a similar shade as the rest of your face. So I am going to be using the Cover FX Pressed Mineral Foundation, and the shade that I am in is in 50, and it is a little bit more neutral, but I actually really like the shade. So I'm just gonna press my brush into there. My sister's calling me.
Alexandria. I'm cutting 4 inches off my hair.
Good.
For real?
I did it.
Hey, where'd you get your sweater from? That's hella bright.
Fashion Nova, $3.99. Thank you.
Bet. Where are you going? Date night?
No, I'm recording
What are you recording?
a makeup tutorial.
You're recording right now?
Yeah.
Face me towards the camera and you better put this in the clip. What's happening, guys? Gang. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Now that my base is set, I'm gonna go ahead and start contouring with the Benefit Hoola Bronzer and the Morphe M527. This brush everyone and their mother loves, and I know why, trust me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and contour my face. You can come in.
What are you doing?
I'm recording. You can come in.
Huh?
You can come in.
You sound brave.
I like this sweater.
Cute, real cute, real cute.
Can you make me something? I'm hungry.
Like what?
I don't know.
Like what?
I don't know. Oh, a hot pocket.
Ooh, how about it? Okay.
Please, thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some blush. This is the L'Oreal Paradise Enchanted blush in the shade 191. Fantastical. And the brush that I am obsessed with is the Sonia Kashuk number 18 brush. I don't know, I bought this brush before she did like her whole rebranding thing, so I don't even know if she still sells this, but I did find this at Target for I think like $5 or something like that. So I love it because it's perfect. It's like domed shape and I just obsessed with it. So I'm just gonna go in and vigorously rub my brush in there. And then one thing that I like to do with my blush is kind of rub the top of the brush into the top part of the blush and do like a little smirk smile thing and apply that directly onto the apples, sweeping it backwards. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood highlighter. This is one that we know and love here on my channel. But first I'm going to go ahead and spritz my face with some Mario Badescu's facial spray. And I love doing that step. If you have been watching me for a while, you know that I do spray my face after all of my powders and right before my highlighter religiously, just because I feel like it makes all of the powders and everything just kind of become one and more skin-like. Right before this dries, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Morphe M501 brush, and I'm going to dig in to So Hollywood and apply that right on the top of the cheeks. And then right above the brow. It's kind of a C shape. Now that I'm done filling in my eyebrows, I'm going to go ahead and get started on the eyeshadow. I'm going to be using no more than 3 to 4 eyeshadows, and they are all going to be from the Morphe 24G Grand Glam eyeshadow palette. This palette just looks like this. I have used this a few times on my channel, and I really like it because the pan sizes are gigantor. So I'm gonna go ahead, because my eyelids are creasing, I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but I'm gonna go ahead and blend out that concealer using a Real Techniques Deluxe Crease brush, and we are actually going to be using that as our primer today as well. I'm gonna go in with the Japanesque 836 brush. It is similar to the Morphe M518 brush. They literally look, no, actually, nope, that's not the right brush, wrong brush. M433 brush. So to your guys's left is the Japanesque one, and then to your guys's right it is the Morphe one. So they literally look like the same exact brush, except I'm sure the Morphe one is a little bit cheaper. So I'm gonna go in with the Japanesque one. I'm actually going to use the shade Frenchie, and let me go ahead. So you guys are going to be seeing the palette upside down, but it is pretty much this shade right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend that into my crease. I need a handheld mirror for this, because we need to get up close and personal. With the same brush, I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade Mojo, and it is actually the shade right next to Frenchie, and I'm going to apply that more in the outer V of the eye. I'm actually going to take a Morphe M56 brush, this little tapered guy, and I'm going to take the shade Mojo on this brush as well, and then blend that across the lower lash line.
I think Mila farted. Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. I could like taste it.
Next, I'm gonna go in with the shade Creamer, and it is this shade right here. And I'm actually using a brush that I got from my Dose of Colors eyeshadow palette. I forgot which one. I think it's like the something Sienna one or something like that. But I'm just going to take the shade Creamer, and I'm going to pat that just on the lid. And then for the brow bone, I'm going to again apply the shade Creamer. right below the brow. Now that I'm done with the eyeshadow, I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara and falsies. Today I will be using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara along with some Ardell Wispies. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll be right back. Now that the lashes are on, I'm going to go ahead and finish up this look with the lip. I'm first going to go in and line my lips with the Morphe lip pencil in Love Bite, and then right on top of that I'm going to apply the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Peachy to the center of the lips. Alrighty, so that is it for my soft glam makeup look. Like I said earlier on in the video, the skin is pretty much what I do almost every other day for work, but what changes is the lip color and what I do with my eyes. I don't wear lashes all the time, I don't wear eyeshadow all the time, so yeah, that is pretty much it. Don't forget to follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram so we can become the best of friends. Those will be listed down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, leave me a big thumbs up, and a comment down below as to what you guys would like to see from me next. Eli and I recently have been ordering HelloFresh, and we do want to do a cooking video for you guys. I also want to do like an updated brow tutorial and more vlogs. We renewed our passes for Disneyland, so maybe we can do some more videos with Eli. That is pretty much it. I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out.